So yesterday we ended with the concept of ending with a high risk. Our partner has a center line that basically splits him in left and right. We talked all about positions, so having our legs away, 3 points of contact. So if I'm doing a right-handed headlock, it would be my shoulder in his shoulder, my chin strap underneath his chin, and my control hand either under or on top of his arm. But that's simply a measure of control. Now we're going to put it into action here. So we're going to start with the idea of this high risk position. It's really difficult to get my wrist high like this while keeping my head on the same side. Does that make sense? So if my head is on this side, it's hard to get my wrist to come through this side of the hole. So, in an effort to make that happen, I have to shift my head to the far side. So, we're going to call this the center line shift. Our head is going to move from this side to this side of the center line. When we do that, we're going to punch our hand up high. This is going to put our elbow basically in line with his center line. Would you stand up for a second? So, I did this yesterday, but we'll kind of, our standard guillotine is usually like this, and we're chopping into their ab attack. What our intention is to get my elbow in line with his center line while putting my knuckles basically on his scapula. That, as you can see, would certainly close off the arteries on this side with my forearm and the arteries on this side with my bicep. Makes sense. So, from the grounded position, as we make this center line shift and punch our hand through, we're gonna get an angle here. I'm going to bring my left knee straight into this pocket right here, putting my head over the far shoulder. Now, from here, I'm going to grab my own hand. The reason we call it a high elbow is because my elbow is high. His defense is to try to get, in this case, his right arm hung over my shoulder. But if you'll notice, so try that, it's really hard for him to get his arm over my shoulder because my elbow is blocking his path. Now, I'm going to take a step with my left leg. I want to cover his hips. So I'm going to shuffle, step, and I'm going to sit to my butt, rotate. And from here, it's just simply, like I wasn't even squeezing, it was just done. So, from another angle. I've got my front headlock and my chin strap with my control on the far side. I've got my knees close just for, so I can talk and get demonstration without putting much pressure on my partner. I'm going to get my center line shift and punch my high risk position. I'm going to take a step with my left shin going in this void here on the other side. That puts my head over his far shoulder. I'm going to step, in this case my left, over his hip, and I'm going to windshield wiper my right leg underneath, like so. Then I'm going to sit, and it's done. It's very little pressure. One more angle. It's important that I step before I sit. If I don't, so I make the shift, that I just sit, and then I try to, he can move his body out of the way. So I like to control his hips to keep him from walking around. So, center line shift. I'm going to make the step. I'm going to stack or step over to his hip, and then sit and windshield wiper. Everybody got it?
Yes, sir.
Any questions? Let's try it. Ready? 1, 2. Let's sort of fine tune this. There's no reason to move on to another technique until we've got this one nailed down. So there was some conversation about the grip, and my grip is like this. Now, if you're more skilled like Dee or Daniel, you could turn it into this 10-finger over grip or this sort of power grip, gable grip. The grip is your choice. I just simply want to make sure that my elbow stays as in line with his center line as possible. So, another thing is very few of you are turning the corner to get the leg over. You're just trying to sit through and turn the leg over. And by that, what I mean, all right. right, so I've made my center line shift to my high wrist position. My grip is, I'm just going to go with the standard grip. Many of you are just trying to sit and throw your leg over from here. And if you're really flexible or have super long legs, that's not a problem. But for me, I don't. So I want to get my body in line with his shoulders. Now I step over and sit through. Does that make sense? So again, center line shift to the high wrist. Grip, I'm going to change the angle. See how I'm like lined up with his shoulders now? I'm not facing him. I'm going to step over and then sit. Now, the last little detail I see a lot of you doing is everybody is arching away in an attempt to pull his head out. That's not what we're after. Actually, do a crunch and shrug your shoulders. So without the leg over, because I'll basically kill him, I don't want to go here when I sit back. I want to keep my chest point and shrug my shoulders like this. Everybody understand? Let's try it a few more times. Ready? It's hard to see. But so the main goal I would like you to know or see is that my strangle hand is the important part. It's where is my thumb in relation to his neck as opposed to where is this hand. And by that, what I mean is I'm going to use this hand to push. I'm going to use my support hand to push the strangle hand into the carotid artery. But you're not going to be able to see it because his arm's going to be in the way. This is an arm-in guillotine. I'd like it to be noted that this is my least favorite and least successful guillotine. It's Henzo's most successful. I've never been able to make them work really well in competition. I just recently lost in competition to an arm-in guillotine. I was like, oh, I'm good. And the guy basically like pulled my head off my body. So they work. You just got to do them right, and I don't always do them right. Hopefully this high wrist position will fix that particular hole in my own personal hand. So click here. So everything's the same. I made my center line shift, and before I had the opportunity to put the high elbow version on D, he simply stuck his arm in here in an effort to like finish a takedown or, yeah, exactly. So I'm not, many times, what my problem was, I'm trying to squeeze into their armpit. We're gonna leave our hand in here, even with his arm in here. Does that make sense? I'm just gonna take my grip and push it into his neck. We're gonna couple that with our shrug when we sit, and it's gonna be devastating. So, like my chin strap, center line shift, I go to make my grip and D puts his, yes, good. So, with this arm in, if he's in the low position, I can come right back to the high elbow. If D comes in here, now this is like where he's going to be able to defend. So I'm just going to take the blade of my hand and push it into, like I'm forcing myself to over curl. Everything's going to be the same. I'm simply going to sit through. I'm going to snag a portion of his body, it doesn't matter which portion, and then shrug. You could go to full guard, half guard. It doesn't really matter what you have of him, as long as you have some. Okay. So, center line shift, high wrist position. My opponent goes to, yes, good. I'm going to just use my own hand and drive, and I'm going to sit under him and collect a piece of him. It doesn't matter which piece. Here, I'm going to step over and shrug. Might need to see it again. One more time. Everything's the same. Center line shift, high wrist position. Oh, this is good. Look, I got knocked over. It's fine. I just drive my knees back under and then shrug. It has very little to do with my support hand, everything to do with my high wrist hand, the strangle hand, the angle. Mostly I'm just trying to keep my elbow on his Does that make sense? Let's try it. Ready?